You know, guys, it happens all the time in gaming. All the time, especially over the past year. We have seen this several times. Fortnite devs got this. Apex Legends devs got it. Probably worse than anyone I've ever seen before. Alongside that, David Vonderhaar, he got it all the while during Black Ops 4. Even took a break because of this. That being threats from the community out there. And are we surprised when it comes to Call of Duty and hardcore threats? Probably not. Are these ones deserved? I don't know about that. I don't think so. Anyone out there who is a developer or a community manager in the Call of Duty scene for Infinity Ward probably don't deserve life-threatening threats, or anyone who's being obviously overly harsh about this. We all understand the game has been in a bit of turmoil with the updates so far, and of course we are about a month away from the first inaugural season of the biggest proving grounds that Call of Duty has ever had when it comes time for the first season of Call of Duty League, and trying to maintain everything else on top of that, on top of the failures when it came for Black Ops 4 and Blackout and that Battle Royale. On top of that, it's the first ever cross-platform game to hit the stage as well. There's a lot to live up to, and obviously the Infinity Ward developers, the managers out there, the staff are facing tons of backlash, but a couple of them are facing extreme backlash. Is it justified? No. Is it surprising? Probably not for a lot of you guys out there. Following Charlie Intel reports, it's actually, first of all, Joe Secott. I probably mispronounced that last name. I do apologize. He took to a Reddit post to respond to an oddly good post about how dumb the game is, and about how someone actually loved how dumb the game was involving a Riot Shield post. He gave it the good old /r unexpected. You know, I don't really actually know which slash it is. Along with that, though, he then further replies about receiving death threats, or yes, about his children actually having horrifying deaths. Yes, someone out there, I don't know who, please don't DM me after this, had actually threatened Joe, an Infinity Ward developer, about their bad updates, and threatened his kids' lives, or threatened his kids to have terrible deaths over a video game. Again, is it justified? No. Is it surprising? No. Vulcan also took to Twitter to note her equally probably hateful comments as well, including racist comments, just overall rude comments as well, and the things that she does receive every single day in the PMs that she simply just cannot respond to. And this COD community out there, alongside most gaming communities, like I said to open this up, when Apex Legends first released, I've never seen so much backlash. But again, when it comes to dealing with EA, well, they always come with a lot of hate, and that backlash will always be there. When it comes to Call of Duty, Infinity Ward, no matter who runs this game, guys, there will always be haters of developers out there. And when it comes time to actually communicating the issues out there, that's where another issue does lie. It's actually David Michner taking to Twitter about this to talk about, and also, by the way, an Infinity Ward designer say there's also other ways for pros to reach out about these updates out there. Now, Aches, alongside other pros, but Aches, by the way, has gone off a lot over the past few weeks, I would say, and maybe rightfully so, has actually clarified there are no real direct channels between pro players and Infinity Ward devs. Now, it seems to be going back and forth. Other pros have doubled down about this, how they've tried to mention issues out there. Those issues have not been fixed. Along with this all going on as well, we have Joe Secott alongside Ashton or Vulcan. We're going to go back to that conversation. There seems to be a very, very clear, I would say, miscommunication between what the pro and community actually thinks is going on and what is actually going on. Now, it was actually several days ago now. We thought towards the end of November, we'd get this giant overhaul. Many sites out there were trying to leak and call it this giant overhaul. Vulcan doubles down on this and seems to imply there was a giant overhaul coming, which turned out to be pretty much a patch. Even further than that, we have a community manager saying that a giant overhaul with a lot of notes was coming out. That never really happened. And meanwhile, we have Joe responding to someone else and saying, no, we actually update once or twice per week. We try and make these changes as they come every single week. I mean, you have a community manager that hints at an overhaul. You have a community manager that hints at a big change coming with a long list of notes that ends up being a patch. Alongside that, you have a developer saying, no, that overhaul was a fake statement to get attraction. Now, we're not sure if he was referring to her, that being Vulcan's statement, or other sites out there trying to call it an overhaul as well. Either way, if you look at the traction that overhaul tweet got, it is very clear this game right now, it does not need small weekly changes. It needs an overhaul. It needs gigantic changes. And very lastly, most importantly, it needs communication with its pro players to know what is best. The community feedback can only get you so far. Look at a game like Fortnite. They change everything every single week. It's a game-breaking thing that will not be a long-lasting model. I'm not saying Fortnite does a bad job, but I think Fortnite is a casual game. When you look at a game like Call of Duty that needs a competitive side right now, especially when a first Call of Duty League is coming up in just a matter of weeks and just over a month, the pro players need to have a direct channel for feedback to change this game, to better this game. And I think largely apart from Fortnite, the pro players out there do know what's best for having both a casual and a competitive game. It is very clear out there there's a huge miscommunication as to what these pros or where these pros think they can go to actually voice their opinions. fans, and their opinions really do matter. Epic Games and Fortnite does not care about competitive at all. We know that. We've talked about that. Call of Duty should. Call of Duty needs to support the casual and competitive play better than Fortnite to have a chance at surviving, especially when we approach this first season, which is so crucial for the future of all the Call of Duty titles ever since this one. It's going to be a big future problem. Hopefully it will be fixed. These threats are not justified. For all of you people out there, the insanity to actually have this kind of hostility towards developers and members of Infinity Ward, that's incredible to me, okay? I think a lot of people feel your hostility, but not everyone has the insanity to actually voice those kind of opinions, if that makes sense. Those kind of threats are never justified. They never help the situation, but the situation, albeit, needs some helping. There needs to be changes made and needs to be changes made fast. This game is well behind where it should be, and I think plenty of people out there, including a lot of organizational owners who dropped 25+ million into the league, they are rightfully worried about where this game is going. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy breaking down Call of Duty esports and gaming news here every single day, all day long. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon with some Call of Duty drama, because Aches keeps going off.